Sermon number 185. Praise of Allah, and His wonderful creatures. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Praise be to Allah. He is such that senses cannot perceive Him, place cannot contain Him, eyes cannot see Him, and veils cannot cover Him. He proves His eternity by the coming into existence of His creation, and, also, by originating His creation, He proves His existence. And by their mutual similarity He proves that there is nothing similar to Him. He is true in His promise. He is too high to be unjust to His creatures. He stands by equity among His creation and practices justice over them in His commands. He provides evidence through the creation of things of His being from ever, through their marks of incapability of His power, and through their powerlessness against death of His eternity. He is one, but not by counting. He is everlasting without any limit. He is existent without any support. Minds admit of Him without any activity of the senses. Things which can be seen stand witness to Him without confronting Him. Imagination cannot encompass Him. He manifests Himself to the imagination with His help for the imagination, and refuses to be imagined by the imagination. He has made imagination the arbiter in this matter. He is not big in the sense that volume is vast and so His body is also big. Nor is He great in the sense that His limits should extend to the utmost and so His frame be extensive. But He is big in position and great in authority. The Holy Prophet. I stand witness that Muhammad is His slave, His chosen prophet and His responsible trustee, may Allah bless him and his descendants. Allah sent him with undeniable proofs, a clear success and open paths. So He conveyed the message declaring the truth with it. He led the people on their correct highway, established signs of guidance and minarets of light, and made Islam's ropes strong and its knots firm. Creation of animal species. Had they pondered over the greatness of His power and the vastness of His bounty, they would have returned to the right path and feared the punishment of the fire, but hearts are sick and eyes are impure. Do they not see the small things He has created, how He strengthened their system and opened for them hearing and sight and made for them bones and skins? Look at the ant with its small body and delicate form. It can hardly be seen in the corner of the eye, nor by the perception of the imagination, how it moves on the earth and leaps at its livelihood. It carries the grain to its hole, and deposits it in its place of stay. It collects during the summer for its winter, and during strength for the period of its weakness. Its livelihood is guaranteed, and it is fed according to fitness. Allah, the kind, does not forget it, and Allah the giver does not deprive it, even though it may be in dry stone or fixed rocks. If you have thought about its digestive tracts in its high and low parts, the carapace of its belly, and its eyes and its ears and its head, you would be amazed at its creation and you would feel difficulty in describing it. Exalted is He who made it stand on its legs and erected it on its pillars of limbs. No other originator took part with Him in its origination, and no one having power assisted Him in its creation. If you tread on the paths of your imagination and reach its extremity, it will not lead you anywhere except that the originator of the ant is the same as He who is the originator of the date palm. Because everything has the same delicacy and detail, and every living being has little difference. In His creation, the big, the delicate, the heavy, the light, the strong, the weak are all equal. So is the sky, the air, the winds and the water. Therefore, you look at the sun, moon, vegetation, plants, water, stone, the difference of this night and day, the springing of the streams, the large number of the mountains. the height of their peaks, the diversity of languages and the variety of tongues. Then woe be to him who disbelieves in the ordainer and denies the ruler. They believe that they are like grass for which there is no cultivator, nor any maker for their diverse shapes. They have not relied on any argument for what they assert, nor on any research for what they have heard. Can there be any construction without a constructor, or any offense without an offender? Creation of the locust. If you wish you can tell about the locust, as well. Allah gave it 2 red eaves, lighted for them 2 moon-like pupils, made for it small ears, opened for it a suitable mouth and gave it keen sense. Gave it 2 teeth to cut with and 2 sickle-like feet to grip with. The farmers are afraid of it in the matter of crops since they cannot drive it away even though they may join together. The locust attacks the fields and satisfies its desires, of hunger, from them. Although its body is not equal to a thin finger. Glorified is Allah before whom everyone in the skies or the earth bows in prostration willingly or unwillingly, submits to him by placing his cheeks and face in the dust, drops before him, in obedience, peacefully and humbly, and hands over to him full control in fear and apprehension. The birds are bound by his commands. He knows the number of their feathers and their breaths. He has made their feet to stand on water and on land. He has ordained their livelihoods. He knows their species. This is the crow, this is the eagle, this is the pigeon and this is the ostrich. He called out every bird with its name, while creating it, and provided it with its livelihood. He created heavy clouds and produced from them heavy rain and spread it on various lands. He drenched the earth after its dryness and grew vegetation from it after its barrenness.